Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
Since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the conflict has resulted in significant casualties and extensive infrastructure damage. As of January 2025, estimates indicate that Russian forces have suffered over 700,000 military casualties, while Ukrainian forces have endured around 400,000, while civilian fatalities in Ukraine have surpassed 12,000. Moreover, financial assessments estimate that war has caused around 176 billion in damages to Ukrainian infrastructure. This widespread destruction has severely impacted housing, transportation, and essential services across the nation.
Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it.
It's a historic moment. Ukraine has accepted a US-backed peace deal, an agreement that promises to end the war. But beneath the headlines, something far more strategic is unfolding. This is not just about the peace, it is about the power. And Ukraine, it is the battleground for a new kind of warfare, one fought not with the weapons, but with the wealth. The question is, who really wins in this so-called peace? Let's find out how this deal will change everything. After this deal, Ukraine is likely to become more economically dependent over US, as US will be given more access to Ukrainian minerals. Let's have a look at our minerals profile. According to the data from Ukraine's economy ministry, the country holds deposits of 22 out of the 34 minerals. And here where the real game begins, as American corporations will step in and extract the main resources of Ukraine. This may raise concern of economic polarization. It's a major risk. Let's see how Ukraine will balance this to maintain its resource sovereignty. Delving deep into the analysis, the question can be raised that either it will bring short-term stability or long-term risks for the Ukraine. In the short term, Ukraine gets economic relief, but in the long run, there are risks of becoming an economic satellite of the US, a nation with the resources but no true control over them. This would be not wrong to say that. According to Carnegie Endowment for International Peace 2024, analysts have warned that foreign-controlled resource extraction could reduce Ukraine's share of long-term profits. For Russia, this deal is a turning point. For years, Ukraine's economy was deeply tied to Moscow, especially in defense and heavy industry. But now, with Ukraine drifting towards US economic influence, Russia may lose leverage over Ukraine. That after US gaining control over Ukraine resources, Russia may develop an economic competition with the US. As Russia itself a major supplier of titanium and uranium, and US-controlled Ukraine can challenge Moscow market share. According to a Russian news outlet Rosatom, Russia's uranium exports could drop by 15% if Ukraine aligns fully with the Western nuclear programs. Moving next to the other point, it would be Russia's strategic military stalemate. As the ceasefire will halt Russian advances, but it doesn't guarantee long-term settlements. This isn't just about Ukraine, it's about a global shift in power. With the US securing Ukraine minerals, China won't stay silent. According to a South China Morning Post, experts have warned that Beijing could retaliate by restricting rare earth exports, choking Western supply chains. Now the question also rises, is this the return of resource wars? As this deal could set a precedent if nations can end wars by acquiring resource control. Will future conflicts become economic interests rather than sovereignty? As the history tells us, where resources flow, power flows. For Ukraine, it's a step toward rebuilding, but at the cost of resource independence. For Russia, it's a moment of pause, but a political, economic, and geopolitical setback. And for the US, it's a strategic triumph, a modern form of resource-driven neocolonialism.